What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to hit that like button. Definitely watch this one to the end. It got a crazy twist to it. Let's get right into it. Chicago, Illinois. Since the 60s, the Windy City has been known for its gangs, which would escalate in the 2000s with the arrival of drill music, with different rappers from different hoods would go back and forth in their music, letting people know who they were and who they was beefing with and what them and their gang was doing in the streets. The movement blew up as kids and teens were fascinated by the young men rapping about what they really was living. But behind the scenes in Chicago, the gang wars and murder rate was going up, giving them the nickname Chirac. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we will discuss an alleged gang war between the Killer Ward fraction of the GDs and Terror Dome, an alleged fraction of the Black Peace songs that left members' families hit, and Retaliation that left another man's 9-year-old son gone. According to sources, the war between the two gangs went back years, but would stop and start back up in a major way. When Anthony Morgan, an alleged member of the Peace Stones, brother Tracy, who at the time was 25 years old, was leaving a mandatory meeting for parolees in an effort by Chicago PD to stop the violence, Tracy and his mother were in the car when shots were fired, hitting Tracy, leaving him gone, and also hitting his mother as well, but she would fortunately survive. Anthony Morgan's his brother and other alleged members of the Peace Stones were hearing in the streets the hit of his brother was done by a man named Pierre Stokes. At the time, Anthony mad about his brother and that they even shot his mother, threw all the rules out the window, stating, "I don't care who gets hit, grandmothers, kids, mothers, everybody." This will lead to members of Terror Dome to start buying weapons and loading up, getting ready for war, lurking in the streets looking for Pierre. This will lead to an unthinkable act and a revenge attack that left the community shocked. Terror Dome members realized who Pierre's son was at the time, 9-year-old Tyshawn Lee. When 3 members spotted Tyshawn after playing basketball at a park and walking back to his grandmother's home, the men who were in the SUV, one got out to talk to the boy while he was bouncing the basketball. The man, last name Dottie, allegedly asked Tyshawn did he want to go to the store. When Tyshawn responded, "I don't have any money," Dottie allegedly told him, "Don't worry about it, I'll buy you anything you want." He lured the little boy to an alley near 80th Street and Damien Avenue before sadly letting off shots, taking the young man's life. As CPD started looking into the case, they got a tip that 2 of the men involved in the shooting were hiding out in a South Suburb hotel. Once going to pursue the man, they found 2 blickies, one in a duffel bag and another one on the waist of Dottie. But all the evidence was circumstantial until allegedly police ran down on Black Peace Stone members shooting a music video with blicks. After members took off, throwing the weapons, police allegedly ran ballistics, finding the blicky that took the life of the boy. But it gets deeper. Even though CPD had the alleged trigger man and the other passengers of the SUV in custody, a press conference was held in which they talked to Tyshawn's father, Pierre Stokes, the man the Peace Stones thought was responsible for the hit on Anthony Morgan's brother. Pierre, clearly outraged on what happened to his son, stated they didn't have to do that. If they were looking for him, he's not hard to find. The man stated, "I'm always in the community." As the community mourned, the new details emerged about the case. One of the suspects allegedly was talking to another gang member while in Cook County Jail, telling the man, "Yeah, we did it," telling him exactly what happened and how they did it to the 9-year-old boy. But little did he know, the gang member he was talking to was a jailhouse informant and took the information back to police. As Pierre was hearing all the new details in his son's case, he was getting even more angry and the streets was talking. He allegedly spotted one of the Morgan's brother's girlfriends at the Gresham gas station where Pierre allegedly fired shots, grazing the woman and her nephews, who all would survive. Pierre Stokes would be arrested on weapon charges, but Tyshawn's case would eventually make it to trial. Dottie was found guilty of being the alleged trigger man and given 90 years in prison. Corey Morgan, who they alleged was the mastermind, was sentenced to 65 years in prison, and the alleged getaway driver will receive a 25-year sentence. Rest in peace to Tyshawn Lee. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. More of this story, we are living in a world with no rules. I understand get back culture, and you take mine, I take yours, but a 9-year-old boy who don't have nothing to do with anything, in my eyes, that's a clown move. We gotta protect the babies. It's bad enough we wiping each other out, falling right into the plan. So we gotta remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, I remember this story happening, you feel me? First and foremost, man, rest in peace, that young man, you feel me? Tyshawn Lee. Shorty was 9 years old, and his father, actually, they thought his father did it, but technically his father ain't do it, you feel me? It came out later on in the case, you feel me? They locked up somebody else who allegedly hit Anthony Morgan's brother, and that's the man right there, you feel me? I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he got charged for the hit of the man and, you know, hitting his mother when they was coming from the parole meeting or whatever. So this whole situation, it just seemed like, I'm not sure if dude right there was part of the same gang as Pierre, but for them to go at Pierre's son over allegedly hitting a brother was crazy, you feel me? At the end of the day, man, that's a 9-year-old, and I understand your mother got hit and you feel like, man, after that, ain't no more rules in the game. But to you, to lure a little boy to the alley, you feel me, knowing what you about to do to him, look him dead in the face and hit him up like a 9-year-old, that's a different level right there, you feel me? But at the end of the day, man, I feel for his family, you feel me? Like, I feel like, man, that's crazy. I couldn't even imagine losing a son at 9 years old and losing him like that to somebody really running down on him, plotting on him, and hitting him. So when Pierre allegedly tried to hit dude's girlfriend, you know, it's messed up, but at the end of the day, it's like, man, dude probably was hurt. He probably was feeling pain. He probably was feeling pressure from his peoples to do something. So he felt like he needed to make a move. And then for them to be allegedly locked up bragging about it, not knowing this dude was a jailhouse informant they was talking to, it's just a bad situation all around the board, man. And dude probably wasn't even no informant, but when he probably realized like what they did to a 9-year-old, he probably was like, man, I'm not about to sit here and listen to this. I'm about to go let them know what he said. But that go against all the principles in the streets either way, especially if you're a gang member. But yeah, man, rest in peace, Tyshawn Lee, man. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. This is another episode of Hood Tales, man. Be sure to like, comment, share. Your boy Tony 2 times. Love y'all, fam. I'm out.